The Red Notice trailer just dropped?
It just dropped 5 minutes ago.
Holy
What?
All right. Hold on here.
Nice.
Well,
Another 2 a.m. trailer dropped, just like Eternals.
That is so weird. I'm looking for it. It's not even up.
It's on Twitter. I know it's on Twitter. I just don't know if it's on
Netflix
YouTube yet.
Twitter.
Yeah. I just retweeted it, so.
Okay, well, why the fuck isn't it on
YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird. Let's see. Netflix. They do not have it up on their okay. Why the hell did that thing just drop? All right, let's RJ, why aren't I seeing it? Oh, there we go. All right, it is okay. Let's react to that real quick, and then we'll get to some other stuff right before wrapping it up.
All right,
because this is totally thrown off everything else I was trying.
Morning. Right? Yeah. Surprise!
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this today.
Yeah, surprise, bitch.
Threw off the reactors, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. I know Grace Randolph right now. I was like, I have to get away. She just knows. All right, I can't guarantee the quality because it's Twitter.
It is Twitter, man.
So let's see how this thing plays out.
Special Agent John Hartley, FBI. Been tracking your scores for a while now. Every city, every heist. Now that you've been tagged with red notices, you've become the world's most wanted criminals. And I'm the only one who can bring you in.
Where'd you get that jacket? It's a statement piece. Somewhere there's a very nude cow whispering, worth it.
Looking for something specific or just browsing?
You're under arrest.
Oh my God. Read the room.
You want to arrest me? Arrest me.
I just want the egg.
Damn.
Let me catch her, and I will help you.
Teamwork.
Direct, you know we get that.
Team. It feels weird in my mouth.
Hello, boys.
Oh, what the hell?
Partner in crime.
We're work wives. We're not work wives.
Sister wives.
We're not any kind of wives. We both know that this whole thing is going to end with you in handcuffs.
Promises.
Know you heard about me, right?
Oh my God.
Bye-bye, Agent John Hartley.
Wow.
All right,
That's so fascinating.
I'm
Gal Gadot's the
actually
villain.
interested.
Gal
That's
Gadot's
really
the
good.
villain. That's interesting.
We'll look at Fourth 1000. Meh, streaming movie. I think
no,
the exact opposite.
that's coming to theaters, man. That's coming to
It
theaters.
says Netflix.
It says Netflix right now, but the thing is, they signed a deal with Cinemark after Army of the Dead. They're gonna. Are you telling me, dude? That movie, they're gonna drop that shit in theaters. That movie needs to be seen in theaters.
That and Army of the Dead feel more like theater movies than some of the movies that have been coming out. You know, they've held on for so long since the pandemic. They're like fun theater movies. Like, not anything that's gonna, knock your socks off, but it looks like fun. Like that looks like a big box office movie if it was just theaters.
That's
it looks like
I've been
a
in
lot of
The budget's
Dwayne
like
Johnson movie in a while.
Yeah, the budget's like 800, like not 800, like 185 million or something like that.
Those three together, Dwayne.
That's a good pairing.
Yeah, that's a good.
Gadot,
Yeah, and it looks like, and I have to fully admit, like the chemistry that you see felt very kind of Hobbs and Shaw-y, but I like the chemistry of Hobbs and Shaw. So, but it also kind of gave me Maverick vibes. If you guys ever saw the old Mel Gibson movie Maverick with Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster and Kurt Russell.
Not Kurt Russell, James Gardner.
Okay, yep.
So it's a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's a fucking phenomenal movie, but it felt kind of like, it really did feel like that was kind of more of like a Maverick vibe to it, which is great because I love Maverick and rest in peace Dick Donner. So yeah, I give Rock a lot of crap. Obviously, that looks fun. I will fully admit that looks like a lot of fun.
And even Gal Gadot. I mean, it's interesting again seeing her play a villain in this. Like
that was
added
fun.
her to go
I'm gonna head
beyond.
out so I get some sleep for tomorrow. I was just
All right,
excited.
man.
I wanted to share. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, see you later, Max. Mad Max, the Mandalorian, ladies and gentlemen. All right, yeah, no, that looked like a blast. I'm very excited to see what that
looks like fun.
Well, I think what they're gonna like, that's the kind of the thing though, is like they are gonna put that in theaters. Like I'm forth that's going to theaters, 100%. Because not only do you have the star power of The Rock, I said star, not movie star, just to clarify. Ryan Reynolds, and he's doing Ryan Reynolds stuff, but it feels like funnier. Whereas it feels like there's quips there, but like he has someone who's more of a straight man to bounce off of.
Right.
And that's something that I feel like gets a little bit lost sometimes with Ryan Reynolds. He needs a really good straight man to bounce off of. And like that whole line about, oh, we're work wives. We're not work wives. Okay, we're sister wives. Like that was pretty funny. And then just like the whole fight scene with the egg and
right,
like all that kind of shit. Like there's a lot of good stuff there, a lot of really good things with that movie that I was curious because again, it is a streaming movie. But Netflix is clearly trying to branch out into theatrical. I think they're going to come ahead out of the pandemic, if you want my honest opinion, because they've already got the built-in audience for the streaming. They've got it doesn't matter to them. Theatrical is just bonus money. Yep. It really is. Theatrical is bonus.
And they'll be the first streaming service to get Leonardo DiCaprio and some of these other guys on.
I mean, you got Spielberg, right? The Christopher Nolan is in talks, and it's always funny when people try telling me like that Netflix is dead or something. Like, dude, they're funding a lot of these projects. Like Rawson Thurber Marshall, the guy who wrote and directed Red Notice, like his first, he did fucking Dodgeball back in like 2006.
Yeah, he did. Didn't he also do Central Intelligence?
Yeah, I didn't like that movie too much, but he did do We're the Millers with Jason Sudeikis, and that movie is fucking hysterical. So, but then he also did Skyscraper.
Oh, he did Skyscraper. Oh, that's not good.
Didn't he do San Andreas too?
Yeah, he did. He did do San Andreas. So he has a good working relationship.
He directs a lot of Rock movies.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Christopher McQuarrie with Tom Cruise. You get a good working relationship with them, and you can build up from there. And I think like Red Notice, like the trailer was very well edited. It was very well put together. And it was stylish. It was stylized. It had a lot of set pieces to it. It looks like a bit of a globe-trotting adventure. Yep. And it feels like that was the thing I didn't care for with Six Underground, the Michael Bay movie for Netflix, because it was cynical. It was too cynical. And there wasn't a lot of fun. It was just like, it was cynical Michael Bay. It was like, think of like how serious Bad Boys 2 took itself, but it didn't have the humor that Will Smith brought to the table, because Ryan Reynolds didn't really have a good person to bounce off of. He was the leader of the group, which was not the right move. He should never be the leader in an ensemble. He should be the supporting, because if you have a hardcore stoic boss, he can then bounce off the stoic. Think of it like, like the opening of X-Men Origins Wolverine, right? Like he was a supporting character, but his shit was memorable because he had a lot of great lines. And he could bounce off of Wolverine and Stryker and all the other guys. So there was a lot there. That's kind of his wheelhouse for where there's success. And it's one of the reasons why as much as I love Ryan Reynolds, the only real role where he's done well as a leading man has been Deadpool, because the audience is who can bounce off of what he says because of the fourth wall breaking.
I agree. I mean, I think Free Guy was pretty
Oh,
good,
yeah.
actually.
Sorry, I haven't seen Free Guy yet. So
he did do well with that. And I think but the added element of that is the like kind of romantic comedy, thing. I think he does well with those. And I think that was a big reason why, because that's the person he's able to bounce off of in the movies and shit. And so I would think Free Guy is probably his next best and his next big, leading man.
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, it's gonna be very fascinating to see what happens with that. I'm looking forward to more breakdowns as we get closer. November 12th, isn't that also that comes out the week after Eternals, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Eternals is November 5th.
That is why Sony pushed Ghostbusters back.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Sony dropped it, I think, because I think they moved it back because there was an opening, and they don't want to go up against a streaming movie like Red Notice.
Yeah,
because that will keep people at home. I mean, if they have to,
especially if the movie's good.
If it's good, and the three, Gal, Ryan, and The
it's going to be
that's
a huge movie for Netflix. Huge.
Yeah. I'd say their biggest of the year, from my honest opinion, and they have a lot coming out this year.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where I've honestly just considered making a schedule starting this month, and then just reviewing pretty much only Netflix stuff, because it's just consistent. It's every week there's something new. Every week, whether it's a show.
But not all of it's good though. It's
well, that's the problem. Not all of it's good, but then again, not everything on Disney Plus is all good. Not everything on Hulu is good, or Apple TV or whatever.
I know. It just seems like Netflix has a lot of pump and dump content.
Well, they do a lot of pump and dump on, but they have a lot of their original movies. Like this year, they're doing an original movie every week. And then they do things like The Kissing Booth #3. Or To All the Boys I Loved Before, the third one of that franchise.
Was it He's All That or whatever?
They just did He's All That, which apparently is garbage, but I do want to see it because I was a teenager when She's All That came out. I was 17. No, I wasn't even 17 yet when She's All That came out. It came out early 99. So it's I saw that when I was, when I was just a teenager. So here it is all these years later, and I want to see Rachel Lee Cook back in that. I kind of want to see what they do with it, even though I'm not necessarily the most for it, just because I feel like the concept is kind of dumb. I'll check it out. So it is that.